Hey, hi everyone, welcome back. So, from the next session, guys, we are going to start working on the Visual Studio Code and performing the further operations on the Visual Studio Code. This video is precisely about the small concept that I have missed as part of the next session, hence I am adding here. The first and a foremost thing that we need to do here is I have created a code base folder. Okay. Inside the code base folder, I have created another folder which is a Java basics folder. If you look at my system folder structure, basically, okay, if you look at it, so I have created a code base folder. Inside the code base, I have a JS sub folder that I have created. And right now, what I am doing in my Visual Studio Code here is open the VS Code editor, okay, and then select code base folder. Okay, whenever you selected the code base folder, right, it internally loads what are all the subfolders that we have. So as part of the next session, right, you will be looking at the JS basics folder. So let me load the Visual Studio Code here. And on top of this Visual Studio Code file, you need to select the open folder, and from the open folder you just need to select the code base. If you select the code base, internally there are a multiple folders are there. All those folders would be loaded here, whereas in the day one of the session, right, you will be creating only one JS folder itself, which is a JS basics folder itself. I just clicked on an open. So as and when I clicked on an open here, if you look at it, so by default it will be in an expanded mode itself. If not, here you do find an option as a code base left arrow mark. Click on it, it will be expanding all the chunks. So as of now, guys, you were able to see all these chunks as I have recorded this video at last. But when you are comparing with the video, it does has only the JS basics itself. Okay, you don't have all these chunks, just ignore it for now. And here what you need to do is place your cursor on this JS basics. Just place your cursor on the JS basics. Here in your VS Studio Code, you have a couple more options here next to this particular code base name. I have highlighted. The first one here is a create a file, and the second one is a create a directory. So here we need to create a file. If your requirement is to create a file, you just need to pick the first option. If your requirement is to create a new directory, you need to pick the next option. So when you mouse over on the first option, you are getting it as a new file, and the second option you are getting it as a new directory. So these are the options. So here, as part of the next session, in order to create a configuration file for this particular type scripting, you need to click on this new file, so that will be adding as part of the JS basics. Okay, perfectly all right. So this video is just giving a heads up, clarity, how you need to open the Visual Studio Code, how you need to open the folder, where exactly you need to create a file, and how exactly you need to create a folder. All those information were explained in this particular video. This is a kind of a prerequisite for the next session. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.